Fiber, the nutrient everyone agrees is essential, but can ultra-processed foods really deliver all its benefits? Here's something that might give you pause. Many ultra-processed snacks and drinks now parade their high-fiber content front and center, claiming they're just as good for you as traditional sources. But is it really as simple and healthy as it sounds? Well, that's where things get a little more complicated, and not everyone sees eye to eye. As a dietitian, I spent years encouraging people to prioritize fiber from foods like fruits, veggies, and whole grains. That's because most Americans only consume around 10 to 15 grams of fiber daily, while experts advise anywhere from 20 to 38 grams depending on your age and gender. The culprit often boils down to the fact that only a tiny fraction of us hit the recommended amount of fruit and vegetable servings. These whole foods naturally pack in fiber, along with a rich blend of nutrients. But in today's world, food companies have found creative ways to boost fiber. Think sodas promising better gut health, chocolate peanut butter protein bars labeled as high fiber, and even boxed mac and cheese with added fiber. Ever spotted a tortilla advertising a whopping 16 grams of fiber? If you're taken aback by these extreme claims, you're not alone. And this is where plenty of us start wondering, how can a sugary drink or a processed snack suddenly claim to be a fiber superstar? Is added fiber in packaged foods just the upsides include easier weight management, improved heart health, smoother digestion? Yes, we're talking about regular, comfortable bathroom trips, better control of blood sugar, and reduced cholesterol. In the past, reaching those health targets meant relying on naturally fiber-rich foods, whole grains, vegetables, legumes, beans, fruit, the kinds of things your grandma probably urged you to eat. So, what's the story with fiber in packaged foods? Food scientists call it functional fiber. This type of fiber isn't naturally present. It's added to foods during processing, often to boast impressive nutrition stats. While some functional fibers like inulin and psyllium are found in whole foods, in processed snacks, they're incorporated in much higher amounts. Brands commonly use ingredients like polydextrose, modified wheat starch, or chicory root fiber to bulk up the number. Here's the part most people miss. Functional fiber isn't a perfect substitute for the dietary fiber you get in nature. Sure, it can offer benefits, especially if you struggle to get enough fiber. But shouldn't we be cautious about relying heavily on these sources? Is eating functional fiber the same as whole food fiber? Now comes the controversial bit. There's a widespread belief that, with nutrition, more always equals better. Yet, loading up on functional fiber can create unexpected problems. For instance, drinks fortified with inulin, a prebiotic fiber, can encourage friendly gut bacteria, which is great. But for some people, inulin's rapid fermentation in the gut leads to bloating and discomfort. It's a classic case of one size not fitting all. Ultra-processed products don't usually offer the full nutrient package you'd find in whole foods. Fruits, vegetables, grains, and seeds deliver a variety of fibers, as well as antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and hydration. Different types of fiber affect the body in unique ways. Inulin is quickly fermented by your gut microbes, while psyllium is less fermentable but helps bulk up stool, making for easier trips to the bathroom. Here's where controversy brews. If your digestive system is sensitive to FODMAPs, a category of carbohydrates that can trigger gut symptoms, for some people, you might react negatively to functional fibers in processed foods. Everyone's digestion is different, so relying solely on added fibers is generally not recommended. And get this. Consuming too much fiber, over 40 grams daily, could actually interfere with your body's ability to absorb minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc. In extremely rare cases, it's possible to experience intestinal blockages due to fiber overload. Not exactly the outcome you'd hope for from so-called health foods. A gentle reminder, if you're bumping up your fiber intake, make sure you drink plenty of water. Otherwise, constipation could sneak up on you. Making sense of it all. So what's the takeaway? Your best bet is to get the bulk of your fiber from a diverse variety of whole foods, grains, beans, seeds, fresh produce, rather than depending entirely on processed snacks or drinks with added fiber. If fiber-enriched options help you reach your goals and your body tolerates them, it's perfectly fine to use them as a supplement, not the main event. Instead of obsessing over how many grams you're consuming, focus on adding a broader range of naturally fiber-rich items to your daily meals. Remember, ultra-processed foods are still ultra-processed, even when they pile on the fiber. That clever marketing can't turn a nutrition-poor snack into a true health food, no matter what the label says. Here's a question for you. Would you trust your daily fiber needs to ultra-processed foods, or do you stick to real, whole ingredients? Some experts argue fiber is fiber, regardless of the source, while others say it's not that simple. Where do you land? Share your perspective and let's get a real conversation started.